I totally understand the fact that it's just so much to teach us civilians. It's so much we need to learn. It's just so much. Like, if it's not one thing, it's another. We can't be told what to do. And you hate when someone younger is educating you. It's always something. Welcome back. Episode 62 with your girl, your favorite life coach here, Cecil. Welcome back, you guys. I'm back. I'm better. I'm ready. Okay. I hope you guys have been doing well out there. A little life update for you guys from me. I am, like I stated, if you were listening on the last couple episodes there on the pod, your girl will be moving soon. Your girl will be heading to England, getting some hot tea. Yeah, I'm going to head to England, going to have fun. I'm excited, truly ready to see what the people have to offer. I went there in June, and baby, let me tell you, the food was spectacular. There was real Indians giving out real Indian food. Okay, that's very rare. Chinese giving out Chinese food. It was just real authentic. Okay. I had a great time though down there. Truly, I'm ready to go back. The weather, the weather was perfect. Yeah, I was down there with my scarves, with my bouquets, everything. I had my pearls. I was clenching them. Yes. My pinky was up. Yeah. I was living life down to the fullest down there. Ready to go back, ready to really explore the weather more in the wintertime. I'm curious to how the weather is in the wintertime. The summertime did not disappoint. The summertime got me where I needed to be, got me through, got me just feeling free. And okay, your girl was a girl down there. Okay, I had nothing but breakfast every morning, pastries. I went to the bakery. It was another life, It was a good time, a good day, a new life. Okay, but yeah, it was a good time. I'm ready to go back and just explore. Really ready to see their nightlife. I'm ready to see the grown and sexy vibes, the lounges, and just explore more out there. Be with my man be with me. And I'm ready to get out there a little more. Curious to see how the girl groups are down there. The other females. I am looking for more female friends. I'm not sure how this is going to go though, because right now my main female friends are my sisters. So now that I'm trying to step outside just my sisters, we're going to see what that looks like. Okay. I'm not nervous. I'm just nervous. So I'm going to see what that looks like for me to hang out with other people from other cultures. And yeah, the moment that they rub me the wrong way, I'm going home to my man. Yeah, but I'll try again the next day for sure. I never give up. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited at just getting out there and helping my boyfriend remodel his apartment. Because once I come, we need to redecorate some things. No, seriously, we do need to redecorate, make more room for your gal. I have a whole closet that I will be keeping. I will not be throwing anything away. So let them know in advance. Everything that I purchase will be going in your closet, sir. Okay? I don't know what we're going to do with your stuff, but we'll find a way. We will find a way. I never give up, okay? I'm definitely ready to just see how potting is going to be out there. A part of me felt like, should I just go up to people talking to them? And then I was like, yeah, I don't have the energy for that one. So I'm excited to just explore on a different level to see how different entrepreneurs help their community grow down there. Different life coaches down there. Let's see what advice they give to their community to help them thrive and make them feel more safe and make help them laugh more. Okay, sometimes I feel like we don't laugh a lot enough. You know, especially down in England. I feel like they don't laugh enough down there, you know? I had a lovely time, but a few of them were a little, they were a little up there. They didn't want to laugh about anything. So I'm curious to see what gets them going, what makes them smile a little bit more, you know. A lot of them they were really thrilled, intrigued by this American. So I'm ready to go back really ready to just navigate more into it. But yeah, that's just what's going on with me, you guys. Leaving the US, which means I'll be leaving my twin sister. I'm gonna be leaving her. But we've been spending so much time together before I leave, so we're gonna keep doing that, keep just making more memories, keep growing with each other. And I told her, I'm just a flight away. If you want to be another day. But yeah, so you can just come on over there. I'm just a flight away. I won't be far. So that's just to anybody in the family. You guys come on over. I won't be rushing back to Kansas City. But I will go back to Kansas City eventually. I will see my family and friends eventually. FaceTime is working perfectly for now until you guys come on through to Texas and or England. But you guys, I am going to switch it up here. Now that I told you guys a little life update for me on this wonderful episode 62. I don't know if you guys have been watching the news, but as someone that is currently going through a transition from leaving the corporate world all the way to full-blown entrepreneur here, I don't know if you guys are watching, but did you see Mr., our current president, Mr. Donald Trump, giving they're about to spend at least $200 million on a ballroom. 200 million on a ballroom. Now, I don't ask for much, but he can take away these student loans. That's it. That's all I'm saying. These student loans, and here you are with a ballroom, and you probably got 2 left feet. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why are we spending money and we can't even dance? I'm just saying here, people. Yeah, all that money could be going elsewhere. We got healthcare problems, SNAP benefits being taken, and he's spending $200 million on a ballroom. I'm guessing this was a part of that big, beautiful bill, So, yeah, this is why England is calling my name partially as well. Yeah, I just, yeah, I don't know what else to do with say, people, Shit, that's just life. I'm watching it right in front of me. And sometimes I tell you, I feel like I'm just dreaming and I'm not, somebody pinch me, but it's okay. I think if I can persevere through this, you guys can too. Persevere doesn't look perfect though. So yeah, 200 million on a ballroom. That's crazy. It's just crazy. Like, who's invited to this ballroom specifically? Will I get an invite? Will this be a neighborhood situation? City by city be able to invite? Like, what are we doing? 200 million on a ballroom. Like, this is crazy. It's beyond me, but I'm gonna move on. Okay. I'm gonna move right along. You guys, I also saw that Kamala Harris, my girl Miss Harris, is not running. She's not running for president. She verbatimly is just stating that she's over it. Basically. She didn't say it specifically, but that is just the message that I concurred from her. I don't think she wants to keep I don't even want to say fighting, because You're not even fighting anymore. You're throwing glass at a brick wall at this point. Um, Educating a lot of civilians to just vote, read more, um, and or just research, fact check, just do your fact check and everything, don't believe everything you see, you know, find some resources here, try to back it up. It's I think she's over trying to prove the point that we need to stay focused to the big picture. And I don't blame her. As somebody that's just going through the transition from leaving the corporate, I do not blame Miss Harris for saying, this might not be it, you know. Now, I do hope she's just playing because she know we need a plan B or C or D right about right now. But if she's not kidding, then I totally understand the fact that it's just so much to teach us civilians. It's so much we need to learn. It's so much we think we know. We're so easily to talk. We hardly want to listen. It's just so much. Like, if it's not one thing, it's another. We can't be told what to do. And you hate when someone younger is educating you. It's always something. You just can't win for losing. So I am not upset with Miss Harris saying that she's not willing to run and baby girl, keep your grays. Yeah. Don't get any more gray hair. You can't control everything. I always tell myself to just know when to not want to be the hero. Okay? Know when to stop trying to play hero because we're gonna need Jesus at this point. Okay. We've had a great president of Obama. We had a lovely run with Miss Harris trying her best, and we got Mr. Trump. So at this point, we're just gonna need Jesus, and I think we should all be okay with that. Yep. Yep. Nothing wrong with that. Now, I don't know. Lastly, you guys, before we kind of wrap up episode 62, I don't know if you guys saw the Shannon Sharpe situation here. Shannon Sharpe and Mr. Gilbert Arenas, you know, just two black men that are, that have built themselves up, been in the industry for a very long time. And it's just unfortunate that they are in such situations. Let's just say that, because I know you guys know they're out there. To be more specific here now, former NBA Gilbert Arenas, aka Mr. Agent Zero, has been hit with federal charges for allegedly running high stakes underground poker games out of his Encino mansion. Okay, so basically, it's just including that there was like operated illegal gambling businesses from 2021 to 2022. The feds claim that Arenas rented the house out and had staged it for games, which featured chiefs, valets, armed security, and even young women offering massages and companionship with the play. Okay, players were charged per players were charged per pot, and the house was collected as a cut. Um, well, see, like I said, unfortunate situations. Yeah. The thing is, we all know there's always something going on. I can say that there's always something more going on in their interest in the industry, but I do focus on how fast it is us that get busted and crucified for it, because I can only imagine how many people are doing the same thing the same way and or worse. Just That's just what I'm guessing here. I'm just curious of what made it come out this year, you know? I look at timing, especially with the Shannon Sharpe here. ESPN cuts ties with Shannon Sharpe weeks after announcement with the settlement with basically his ex-girlfriend who accused him of sexual assault. He basically did a settlement there. And I was just like, what a coincidence that all this is happening right when he's about to get this $100 million deal. And just what a coincidence that all this news is happening right when he's about to thrive. He's about to take off. He's about to set himself, his family, his neighbors, he's about to do a lot for himself and his family in a way, financially. And it's just it's unfortunate that as you grow, the more snakes are in the grass, the more people are willing to just make sure you don't get to where you want to go, It's just like, hey, more money's more problems. That's really what they mean, because these people are thriving and yet it doesn't stop. I thought as you can get a little money, people start leaving you alone, but that is not the case. The more money you get, the more they want to come for you, So I'm just going to advise anybody out there, y'all be careful, cover your tracks. CYA, cover your ass, okay? In every aspect, try not to do nothing you wouldn't want to be ashamed of. So I can say here, people, because we're all human. And I say try to get to know your people that you're next to. Don't take much at all. I think that's what it is. Somebody probably always had somebody in the circle that they thought they could trust, and then they couldn't, you know? But I think we all got somebody around us that just might sell us out for a little something, but we hope they won't, you know? But I think get to know your partners, get to know your friends, keep your friends close, your enemies closer. That is not just the same people. I think it's something you should really think and, take into account. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that our Black men are being targeted, but I do pray that our Black men move a little more cautiously, because they know that being Black strong and or trying to thrive with all three is a challenge within itself, you know? So I just think that going straight for the juggler and just trying to be successful, hey, CYA, cover your ass and be a little more cautious. All right, yeah, be a little more cautious. All right. So, you know, hmm, and the thing is, Cat Williams and Monique, they were warning Shannon about all this, warning him to just kind of be a little safe around what you do and how you do it. That was crazy about which ways to go when dating, which is a little more there on the protective side of you, which sides really want to make sure that you prosper and you grow, whether you piss them off or not. Yeah, I think Cat Williams and Monique kind of try to shove him towards just, hey, white women is not for you. They may be for other people, but I don't think they're for you. We love every girl, every woman, but I think some folks are not for some people. I think there were some people out here giving you a little push for the leadership of that in event. Like I said, be a little more cautious. That's all I can advise people on my end here. On my end here, I'm going to switch it up. Lastly, because we're getting to the end, it's been a great week for me. Besides just preparing to move, getting back into the studio with you guys, back into the content world, because I'm back in a better. Show of the week for me, that shit that's just life here, people, is Beyond the Villa, Love Island. I don't know if y'all been watching. I don't know if you guys been tuning in and keeping up with Janae and Kenny, but I have. I've been keeping up with Janae and Kenny. Now, none of them called me directly yet. I'm still waiting on the call. Don't worry about it. It's coming. But I can tell you my honest thoughts. My honest thoughts were I officially thought that Janae was the issue by default. Why? Because she's bubbly. I'm bubbly, you know? So she's bubbly, she's ready. So, sometimes you just have to calm down for a second. Especially when dealing with someone like Kenny. I had to go back and keep watching the show to really see Kenny's character in a way. Kenny character is one of those fellas that are still maturing, and not even maturing. And when I say maturing, I mean he's maturing in his confidence level. So he's maturing in how well he presents himself confidently. Well, he, presents his presence masculinely. How well he speaks up. Put his foot down. He's still maturing in that area of just level of confidence. Janae's already there. She's already surpassed it. She knows what she wants. She knows what she doesn't want. She's dating with intention. So with that and watching the show, I can honestly say that Janae will be fine. Yeah, she's gonna be fine. Now she will mourn their memories, but I can tell that she had a feeling, somewhere, somehow, she had a little feeling that he's not truly feeling me and I'm not going to change. So either he's going to, get up here because I'm not coming down there. So I could tell she had that little feeling, but she was very hopeful. She's like, I'm going to ride it out. I'm hopeful. I'm respectful, and I want this to work. So I can tell that's just my inner thoughts when I look at the show and watch these people on TV. I can tell that she is very genuine. She genuinely knows what she wants, and she more than likely was getting the hint that he didn't. And I think that he's just, when he looks at her and he hears her, he's trying to navigate where he fits in. It's just like, where do I fit in? And that's just for him to learn outside of her. If you want to learn where you fit in somewhere, you got to learn how to stand out. So Kenny just has to learn how to stand out because he really doesn't need to fit in. He actually stands out. So he just needs to learn that on his own. That's why I was like, his maturity level of confidence is just still growing. And you can tell you can't knock a man for trying. And I wouldn't. So that's just the show of the week. They have been going like crazy. They're being very settled online. They have not said much. They've been throwing little subliminals here and there. That wasn't nothing for me. I needed enough something. There was not enough meat on the bone. So I had to go watch the show and give my own opinion. And that's just what I did. So shit, that's just life. This is episode 62 with your girl, your favorite life coach here. And I'm going to give you a piece of advice before I get up out of here, before I go smell the roses. Okay, before the roses, come smell me. Piece of advice. When you're going towards the goal in your life, never forget the main picture, which is family, which is being true to yourself and just being ready to grow. Okay? Always be ready to grow. All right? Just never be hesitant. Be willing to listen. And don't stop giving yourself positive self-talk. Okay? You are a queen. You are a baddie. You are growing. And Shit, that's just life.